the feeling of unworthiness. What a disgusting feeling, right? But what if today you could have a conversation with this feeling? What would it tell you? Maybe it would be something along the lines of, I'm too tall, I'm too small, I'm too fat, I'm too old, I'm not smart enough, I can't do this, I'm not intelligent, I'm not worthy enough of your love. And if I was worthy, what would that be? I don't even know. I feel like I'm trying to take everyone's validation of me to fill a void inside. And I don't even know what worthiness is. Well, I'm going to tell you what worthiness is. We're going to see this today in this video. My name is Kenji. Let's get into it. The problem with our feeling of low self-esteem is that we are defining our own value from the perspective of something outside of our control. Other people are judging us, and we base our judgment based on their judgment, and we cannot control their judgment. So then it's an infinite loop of feeling of lack. You were born with this body, you were born in this family, you were born with this knowledge, in this socio-economical context that you have no control over. But then people judge you as a bad or good person based on your starting line. But someone else's starting line is here. And you have different chapters with different backgrounds. And we compare those. Well, it's incomparable because your worth is not defined on what you have. It's defined on what do you do with what you have. How much growth will you make based on what do you do with what you have now and in the next moment, in the next moment. That is important. That is valuable. Not what you have, what you're born with immediately. You can have an amazing physique, but what do you do with that? Will you empower others? Will you use your power, your voice, your aesthetic to bring forth more beauty in the world, more genuine connection? Or will you destroy more, put others down, use your power only for yourself? So it's not about what you have that is so valuable. Of course, it's valuable in a way. But for your own sense of self-esteem, it's not only what you have. What you have is valuable, but what do you do with what you have is even more valuable. Because you see, the problem in our school systems is that when you focus so much on the result, people don't care to learn anymore. They're okay with cheating because they know that if they cheat, they get the result that the prof wants, that their parents want, and then they can do more what they want. But that's a mistake, because the most important is not the result. It is what you learn. It is what you learn. Because what you learn will ultimately bring forth the best results. So it's not about just what you have now. It's not about just the results that you're having now. It's your process of becoming, of growth for your own personal process, and from which starting line you were at. I would like to go a bit deeper on this understanding that your self-worth is based on what do you do with what you have, with an example. For example, imagine you want to throw an arrow with an arc. This is the arc, imagine. And then what is most important is not if you're going to hit the target or not. I mean, of course, it's your objective. It's good to keep in mind, okay, this is my objective. This is what I want to go towards, right? But what is most important now is, what do I focus on in order for that result to occur? Is it just to focus so much, and then be angry when it doesn't work and this and that? Or is it to focus my attention on my technique, my breathing, my training day after day, and then hitting and then learning from my mistakes, learning from what worked well, what didn't? Is it not this internal process, this process of becoming that will lead to better results? Is it not that is the most important here? And not per se if I hit or not, and to be judged as a person if I'm great or not. What is great is when you continue, when you learn, when you grow, when you're determined. And this brings me to the next point. What is important is what you do with what you have, and who are you in what you do. And this second part is complementary to the other part, because who you are in what you do means that you have certain traits, certain, I call it qualities, states of being that you incarnate while you are doing these amazing activities, right? And the more you incarnate those qualities, those states of being, the better you will perform, the better your process will be. And I want to do this little exercise with you. Think about a person that you really admire. It can be in your daily life. It can be someone very famous. But think about someone that you admire, that's inspiring to you, that even you envy. And think about the qualities, the states of being that they are incarnating. Because it might not be exactly what they do, but who they are in what they do that inspires you so much. For me, I think, for example, of Martin Luther King, of Spinoza, of Simon Sinek, and those people inspire me because they are incarnating as states of being integrity. They are incarnating courage to go against the status quo. They are incarnating empowerment. They are incarnating compassion towards others. You can implement those states of being and incarnate them into your own life and mix it up with your own sauce. Now, when you know that your sense of self-esteem is based more on what do you do with what you have and who are you in what you do, you can start to think, what will really motivate you if it's not fear anymore? Think about it. What motivates you in your daily life? Maybe for a long time you were motivated that if you didn't do that, there will be consequences. Someone will punish you. Otherwise, you cannot do what you want, right? And of course, there are natural consequences. There is a natural fear. And there are like extremes, right? But what will motivate you now if it's not fear? Oh, it is love, right? And out of not only love, but also curiosity, the sense of contributing to others, sense of contributing to a greater cause, excitement, beauty, wonder. Those things are naturally exciting you, naturally motivating you to move. It's something that when fear isn't there, this is what will come out naturally to you. Creativity will open up. You don't have to be punished or fear to be punished in order to move. You can move naturally, and it can be an incredible amount of force that will be permanent and very sustainable, because fear is not sustainable. One day you will be depressed. One day you are burnt out, right? Fear is not sustainable, but these other ones are very sustainable, and it's an energy force that is just overflowing within you and just continues. And it's on you also to make choices to nurture that, right? And this brings me to think about your responsibility of your life, right? Your responsibility, your ability to respond. And this is what we can, as external people, and also from you, you can either appreciate more or less, see that you are going better in this direction or not, something that works better or less in regards to which direction you would like to go. And that means also your engagements. Are you following through with what you said you were going to do, right? Can people trust you? Can you trust yourself? And maybe it will be, little bit by little bit. You may make mistakes, but in which direction are you going? And how are you going to be compassionate towards yourself, towards your own mistakes in this growth process, right? And so you are responsible for this response that you have towards yourself, the response that you will have towards others, the direction you're going to take. And we can value that, and you can value that based on yourself. Now, here's something that we can all agree on, right? You will be compared and you will be judged by other people, yeah? But can you have the courage to be disliked? Because you might be disliked by a lot of people, and that's okay as long as they respect you, right? Otherwise, it's important to set healthy boundaries because you are a sacred temple. But if they dislike you, maybe they don't love you, but it's not their cup of tea, right? It's okay. Everyone has preferences, right? As long as we respect each other as human beings, okay? But I want you to see that you can be disliked by many and truly loved by a few. And this is the difference. You might be disliked, or you can be even liked by many, but there are only a few people that will really resonate with you, that will vibrate at the same frequency as you, right? And those are the people that you want in your life. So what do you prefer? Just being liked or disliked? Or do you want to shine your light so bright authentically that you attract the right people to you and filter those that are not meant to be in your life, right? So what I want you to do is to shine your light authentically and have the courage to be disliked. And the more you will do that, the more it will filter, and the best relationships will be into your life because you have attracted them to you. Because otherwise, if you don't do that, how do you even want to attract the right people in your life if you're not being authentic? It is because you are authentic and completely yourself that those people saw you. They were able to feel that and to understand who you are and to resonate and be attracted to you, right? Now, what I would like to share with you are a few sentences that you can use when you're feeling like other people are judging you, when you are judging yourself, you are comparing yourself, other people are comparing you. Sentences that can reassure you. So one of those could be, I am at my own chapter and I am unique and different. I, as a whole, am beautiful and I can attract the right people in my life that resonate with my vibe, with my frequency, and filter other people that are not, right? And that's okay. I don't have to be liked by everyone. You can say I am unique, different, at a unique chapter of my life with my own rhythm, which is completely different than other people. And I don't have to be compared because I, as a whole, am completely different. And my quality of being can never be compared to anyone else. And I will attract the right people in my life that vibrate and that are vibing with me, and I will filter the ones that are not that attracted to me, and that's okay. Another one that I would like to share with you, and that is very important, is it's not because somebody else is doing something better than me that it means that this person is better than me as a whole, okay? It's not because this person can sing better than me that me, as my unique quality of self, my whole being, this person is not better than me, because we are different. And I'm not better than them, you know. I'm not worse and I'm not better. And this person is not worse and is not better than me. We are simply different. We are whole beings, whole qualities of ourselves, very unique, that cannot be compared, you know. And so it doesn't matter what other people do. I have my own personal process, my own personal progress, right? And my quality of being will attract the right people to me, and I will be attracted to the right people. And it is very personal, you know. And so I'm very grateful for others. I bless their successes. And if I bless them, I bless myself too. And another one that is very important is that my value is not based on my performances only or my results only. It is based also on what do I do with what I have, who am I in what I do, and what am I responsible of, what can I master. It's those things, right? And what do I engage with, and can I trust myself in my engagements and follow through? That is really where my value will be based at. And of course, you know, you got to think that what you do with what you have also means honoring your gifts, honoring what you have, honoring your body, honoring the knowledge that your parents or your environment has shared with you, right? It is to honor that. And also, when you get a result and you perform amazing, celebrate that. You know, it's not to just like, oh, I don't care. No, celebrate that, because when you celebrate that, it means also that you celebrate the whole process, right? And you honor the whole process. But what is important is not to only celebrate that, only focus on that. That is the purpose of this video, is to also honor the process and love both, actually. And this is where you will improve, in my sense, your self-esteem, your self-worth, when you see the whole picture more, right? And this brings me to another point, is when you are feeling overwhelmed, try to see the whole picture more about you. Instead of just judging very quickly one situation, right? Try to come with more compassion. Try to elevate yourself, widen your perspective, and see that, okay, maybe I made this mistake, maybe I did this, but there are also circumstances. It wasn't such a easy choice to make. This is my past also, this is where I come from. To widen your perspective and see, oh my God, I made already so much progress. And maybe even today, where I want to be today was what I couldn't even dream of 5 years ago, right? So when you widen your perspective for yourself, you will see also that you can widen your perspective for other people and start to judge them less, right? And that is very important. Thank you for watching this video. I'm very happy if you made it till the end. My name is Kenji, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.